Hello, my name is Samuel Gardiner, and this is my self-introduction speech for public speaking. The title of this speech is "In the Face of Certain Defeat." Just that. I'd like to start off by talking about some of my interests. I'm a big fan of video games, play a lot of them, and there's a quote by a developer that I like that is, 70% of my existence is composed of movies. Well, 70% of my personal existence is composed of video games. But the other 30% is composed of movies, and that is my other great passion in life is film. I love Tarantino. I'm a big fan of Fincher specifically. I think Fight Club's great. I especially like Gone Girl. I would recommend watching that movie. But I think more importantly than our interests are our beliefs. I think that the philosophies that we come up with as humans are what define us and what make us individual, if you will. And speaking of which, I have far too many philosophies to talk about and beliefs that could be condensed into 2 to 3 minutes. So I'd specifically like to talk about my thoughts on individuality. And what I think makes me individual is that I don't think individuality even exists. I think that it is an impossible thing to attain, but I think that's why it's so important that humanity strive to be individual. That everybody tries to define themselves by something, by creating something or doing something that marks them as an individual. And even though that may be impossible, in my perspective anyway, I think it's important that we fight for that because it's sort of the human nature, in my belief, that we strive to defeat the impossible, even if we know that we can't win. It's inspiring, really. And I think a quote that perfectly encapsulates that is a quote by Ralph Emerson, the writer of Invisible Man, a spectacular novel, by the way. And that is, life is to be lived, not controlled. And humanity is won by playing even in the face of certain defeat. And I think it's really inspiring that humanity has this ability, even though they know they will lose, to try to achieve something or be individual. And that spirit of rebellion is, I think, a really important aspect of my life. Even though I'm not a particularly rebellious person, I generally, do what people tell me. I'm a good egg, if you will. That rebellious nature inspires me, and I think it's something that is really important, and it should be an aspect in everyone else's life. And that would be my self-introduction speech. I look forward to the rest of this class, and I'm interested to see everyone else's speeches.